Hello everyone, I am the Jade, and yes, I'm finally doing another game playthrough thingy.
Yes, welcome to the Void. I am Draco, and the Jade is going to be doing
The Stanley Parable.
Yeah, we've seen this game a few times, and it's been quite interesting. We've been wanting to do it for a while, and thought, well, the Jade has been really wanting to do this, so we thought, why not let him take over for this one?
Yes, and viewers, I've watched nothing about this. Do you know what I know about it? Nothing.
Yeah, to prepare himself for Stanley Parable, Jade has watched absolutely no gameplay of this game, nor has he watched any reviews or anything, so he is going into the game without almost any knowledge of it. All he does know is that it has multiple options to the game.
Yes, and the game engine was made by the same people who made Half-Life, I think.
Yeah.
Something. Anyway, I should probably start off with headset, so, as you can see, I do actually have hair.
Yeah, some people find it weird when they see him and he actually has hair under the hat.
Now then, let's do this.
One thing we should mention though is that we did one little accident when we're going into the extras area. Like, we found that there was the achievements area.
And when it was enabled, it actually gave us an achievement for enabling achievements.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm just like, oh, we're not gonna get achievements, we might as well turn that on. And then we found out that that was a mistake.
Well, at least that's one more achievement than the entirety of Time Shift.
Yeah. Yeah, because Time Shift was a game where no chip. So yeah, click
anyway,
back.
Back. So then, shall we begin?
Shall we begin? Loading. Wait. Is never the end. This is never the end.
Am I getting sound?
End is never the end. Is never the end. Is loading. Should be getting... Well, I don't think you'd get any sound on the loading thing, but you'd at least...
Load.
It's like an old-style computer, I think.
I'm trying to drag the load bar. Load, damn it. Load. Ah!
If this takes too long, I'll just, like, snip it, like...
It's never the end? Yes, it's never the end, so just wait. It never actually starts, so it's not never the end, it's never the start.
Is the bar even moving?
Am I supposed to push a button?
Oh. Well then.
Oh, there we go.
It's like, the second you said something, it's like, it jumped.
Come on. Keep going.
Poking it with a stick, or in this case your mouse, does not make it go faster.
That does it.
Pisses it off.
Draco, get me my mace. Ah.
Yeah, just bash the computer with a mace.
It's almost loaded.
Click to skip, or...
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, of every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
You hear the narration all right?
Was happy.
Yeah, I can hear it. See?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Now, if only I knew the controls. No? There we go, the Wassa! The Stanley Parable. The game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, no. Open. Ah, I had Tetris on that. Maybe I can check out people's computers. What does this say? I hate Mondays. Garfield. Classic. Can't pick it up. Can't push this. Stanley Parable. How much I know about this?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Maybe it's the plant people. So yes, viewers, this is how much I know about the game. What you see on the screen right now. That is all I know. Literally. Anyway, back to the game. Oh, hello. What's this? It's can I zoom?
Nope.
Jump. No. Randomly push buttons to see what happens.
The spacebar do. Oh,
It does nothing. Very empty place. Very strange empty place. Is that Minecraft? I think it's Minecraft on that screen over there.
maybe.
Oh, the E button does something.
It does?
It makes a sound. Narrator stops, so maybe I wasn't supposed to do this. I wonder if I can get to that door. Hello? Ooh.
Exploration!
Exploration. My second middle name.
The final frontier.
Well, I can actually read that.
Ooh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door
You're
on
gonna
his
go
left.
into the left door?
It depends, narrator. Is it my left or your left?
He never explains.
To do what the narrator says, or to do what I want to do. If any of you have watched Skyrim, you know what I'm going to do. What I want to do.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The employee lounge.
Ah, yes, the employee lounge, where the employees employ.
And a lounge.
Yes, truly a room
Hey,
worth
a drink.
admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Tastes like room. With a hint of blue.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yep, it was worth it.
Really worth it.
Onward!
Right.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is
that's
why
harsh.
everyone left.
Now, I want a drink.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send a message.
Are you talking to me? Okay. I just want a drink.
They keep telling you to move on.
Okay. But then again, that's not my way, is it? I'll go.
There could be pizza somewhere.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
You're trying to tell me what to do, aren't you? I'm starting to feel like I should do what he says. No, I won't. Ooh, this place looks nice.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
Wow.
incredible he wasn't
Still
5
harsh.
years ago.
Still harsh, man.
He is not nice.
Well, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. But then again, I have the choice not to do what he tells me to do. Blueprints. What is a dark blueprint here?
Could be.
This place reminds me of Portal. Warning, do not jump from... Really? Penalty of jumping from cargo lift $5,000? I'd be dead.
Wait, what was the first one though?
Penalty for...
Misuse of
Misuse.
cargo lift.
So if I do both, will I be charged $6,000?
Maybe.
Where's the button? How do I misuse it?
Can you jump?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Ah!
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform
And
and
it was
plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh, at least you don't have to wait long now.
Game over? Oh, no. Oh. Hey, I'm back in my office. It's... Ah, yes. Where's my Tetris gone?
They wiped it. You had such a high score too.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Two doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, I did die last time when I chose to do whatever the hell I want.
But
Ah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
I reminded
first,
it once,
just
not
to
doing it
admire
again.
it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I definitely want to know where their cargo thing goes to.
why don't you find it again?
I want to know where it goes to.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Still
it's
harsh.
incredible he
Still harsh,
wasn't
man.
5 years ago.
Okay, I'm gonna stay on it this time.
The narrator's just mean.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me.
Who's
I'm asking
her?
for her.
Besides, I make my own decisions. I'm not going to take orders.
This is it, Stanley. Your
Here you
chance
go,
to
boys.
redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been
GLaDOS?
waiting.
As I was saying before you interrupted me, narrator, I make my own decisions. I will not be a puppet in your play.
Bye bye bye.
I don't like the look of there, but I don't seem to have any other choice. Oh, can I take the forklift?
Nope.
Ah. Ah.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Hello?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the
Okay, I
oven.
haven't seen this.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? They want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Creepy bastard. But I'm curious.
Evil robot.
This is a very sad story
Wait,
about
what?
the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee. Press 8 on your keyboard. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Wow, this guy is mean. Is that O or 0?
I think that's O.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
Okay, next time he
One
tells you
might
to do
even
something,
feel
do
sorry
something
for
else.
him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press Q to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
G to spend time with the boys. Okay.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press X. Well,
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley
becoming a game
Parable.
within a game?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one
Yes, I
more
want to play
time.
one more time.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
2.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley,
Confusion.
the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
You're not the boss of me!
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Where's the...
To question nothing. Really, Jade?
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make
The one
rules.
full of questions
I
has to
simply
question
play to
nothing?
my intended purpose.
What?
The same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
We're at 19.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried...
What?
Alright, I think we'll leave it there because we are now at 20.
Okay then, viewers, I died once more. Okay.
But hey, the good thing is you start back in the center office, so... Anyway,
Until next time, viewers.
yeah, leave a like, subscribe, check on the videos. This will probably be more episodes of this in the future.
And stay in the office.
Yes, we shall see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.